I've just been loving what Gunther has been doing with the Intercontinental Championship. He has brought back prestige to this title, and like I just did not want Braun to win. Now, I do like Braun. I feel like this was one of his best matches that he's had ever since he returned to WWE, and I feel like a part of it was him channeling his back in the day Braun Strowman get these hands, but another part of it was him being in the ring with someone like Gunther. I was not expecting this match to be as good as it was. I wasn't looking forward to it originally. And, you know, Braun's doing his usual choo-choo monster train, I like to call it that, move on Gunther onto the announcement table. Gunther was just targeting Braun's shoulder, his shoulder that he had previously injured a while back, just kept going at it. The back and forth near falls with Gunther and Braun were taking me out. Like that's what added more excitement to the match, because at that point you're like, okay, I'm expecting Gunther to retain the IC championship, but Braun keep taking Gunther out, so I don't know. I'm glad that Gunther was able to retain the Intercontinental Championship. The whole Paul Heyman and Sami Zayn little segment that we saw, where Paul is saying that Roman, out of love, Roman's like, nope, the Usos, Soul Koa, they're not gonna be by your side when you have your match with Kevin Owens tonight. It's just gonna be you, because Roman Reigns trusts you and know that you're gonna be able to handle the KO problem by yourself. I saw it as fishy. I called it before the whole situation happened at the main event, which of course I'm gonna be talking to you guys about today. But it just seemed fishy to me. I'm like, okay, I get on one side, we can easily perceive this as, you know, Roman is wanting to step back and give room to Sami Zayn to prove himself, to officially, finally win against Kevin Owens and become a full-on Us, no more honorary. But on the other side, we can see the fishiness, and we already was told, and we already saw that Roman Reigns was a little bit peanut butter and jelly lately, especially with Sami and all this popularity with the crowd. So there's all this stuff going through my mind. So when that happened, I was just like side-eyeing it like day lips. I was like, come on, I don't trust this. I call BS. And then after Sami left, did you guys notice how Paul Heyman's face was looking? He looked irritated. He looked like he was putting on a facade the whole time. And then when Sami Zayn left, Paul was just, I saw it and I knew that there was just some issues, just some stuff going on. I don't know about you guys, but this storyline between Karrion Kross and Rey Mysterio, I'm intrigued by it and I like it. And I'm glad that Rey Mysterio was finally able to address the whole Christmas Eve situation with Dominic and Rhea Ripley trying to ruin Christmas. And then you got Dominic getting arrested, going to prison, all this stuff. So I'm glad that he addressed it, because I'm just like, come on, Ray, how much longer are you just gonna let this simmer? Like, it's about to blow up. So and then Ray say he's fed up with Dominic's antics, and then talk about he's sick of this sugar honey iced tea. I'm like, finally, as a father, yes, you love your son, but as a man, you're over it. And finally, this is what we have been waiting for. I'll speak for myself, because people are like, who is we? I have been looking forward to this. And Karrion Kross and Scarlett interrupt Rey Mysterio's promo, and starts coming at his fathering skills. He was triggered. They just start fighting. Karrion gotta put Rey Mysterio in a cross jacket and make him go to sleep. You just shh. Be quiet, man. Just go to sleep. But I love how Karrion is so easily able to get underneath Rey's skin. And of course, Rey ain't no punk, so he gonna fight back with this whole Royal Rumble situation, because Rey wants to win the Royal Rumble. He's ready to fight back. He's ready to just ignore the foolishness that his son is doing on Raw and just focus on his career. I'm foreseeing there's gonna be a Karrion interjection. I am so glad that Liv Morgan is getting sick and tired of the SmackDown Women's Division sleeping on her smallness, sleeping on her size, saying that she can't, come correct on the Royal Rumble, and that she should come last, because if she goes out number one, she ain't gonna stay for very long. And they were ganging up on a Maxine. Dupri was getting on her, Emma was getting on her a little bit, and then Raquel Rodriguez, she didn't even come at Liv that bad. That slap though. she slapped the shit out of Raquel Rodriguez. Like, I know she's a face and, you know, she try to keep her composure. Girl, come on. If you could have gave Liv something, a pre-slap. Like, I mean, Liv gave you a pre-slap, man. They got more than beef. They got the whole dang cow out there. Like, there's the cattle, livestock, all out there. Overall, this match between Tegan Knox and Xia Li, I wasn't feeling it that much. And I get it, they got beef. They've had a couple of run-ins in the past, you know, Xia Li eliminating Tegan Knox and that whole gauntlet, the SmackDown Women's Gauntlet match. And then also when Xia Li was all hooded up and secretive and mysterious, and next thing you know, she kicks the shiznit out of Tegan Knox when Tegan Knox and Liv Morgan were teamed up to go against Damage Control, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai, the women's tag team champions. So I get it. They got some issues, they got some beef, but I wasn't really feeling this match. I mean, it was nice for Tegan Knox to get a W because she's been getting freaked up lately. With me, when it comes to the SmackDown women's division, it's still a kind of like scratch in my head type situation. Like, it's hard to see where each female wrestler fits in the SmackDown women's division. I know they're trying to work it out. I was hoping that with, you know, Charlotte Flair coming back and regaining the SmackDown Women's Championship, that there'd be some sort of like a more clear kind of like hierarchy, like who they're pushing. I'm assuming that they're pushing Raquel Rodriguez, and I am going to get into that a little bit in this episode. Did you guys look up that Bray Wyatt QR code? Did you see the video? This is giving me the impression that the Fiend is coming back. He ain't dead. He ain't never been dead. Or if he was dead, he got resurrected. Uncle Howdy helped with that. Attacking Bray Wyatt and set something off in his head. And I love that Bray Wyatt was out there sitting on that wooden rocking chair, giving you that Wyatt family vibes. Yes. Bray Wyatt is no more Mr. Nice Guy. Is the Fiend going to be at the Royal Rumble to go against LA Knight? Or what? What's going on? Is Uncle Howdy gonna jump out of the woodworks and make LA Knight win? Is he gonna help Bray Wyatt since he's I feel like he's transitioning back to his evil bad side? There's so many possibilities. But yeah, let's get back to this whole Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez match. So it was funny with Liv Morgan trying to grapple with Raquel Rodriguez, and she just throwing her around like a rag doll. Liv Morgan, you know, she even eliminated Raquel Rodriguez, put her over the top rope as if they were in the Royal Rumble, being like, hey, I'm small, but I can eliminate you, sis. So that was cool. What I didn't like is even when Extreme Liv brought out the table, everyone wants the table. I love when Liv Morgan pulls out the table, and normally when she pulls out the table, she's able to do a senton off the turnbuckle pole right onto her opponent, and we didn't get that, and I felt cheated. I was looking forward to it. It was such a dang letdown, but I'm seeing that Triple H really does like Raquel Rodriguez, and there's people out there, wrestling fans out there, who can't stand Raquel, and I don't get it. I like Raquel, I really do. Honestly, people will fight me on this and they can do whatever they want because you'll just end up fighting yourself. But I feel like she's evolved as a wrestler, and I see the potential that Triple H sees being one of like the main hard-hitting female wrestlers in the women's division, and he's building her up to be that. And I mean, I see it. I feel like she does still need more, but I see it. But it sucks for Extreme Liv because this woman has been on a slow but surely downward spiral ever since she lost the SmackDown Women's Championship. And it sucks because even with this blows my mind because we started seeing her improve in the ring. This is when we started seeing her character evolve. We get Extreme Liv. I started getting behind her more and more. So it's just like, I hope there's a direction here with her, losing. Like, I hope you're gonna do something crazy with the girl. I definitely see the potential and then some with Liv. But yeah, Raquel Rodriguez picked up the win. Charlotte Flair and Sonya DeVille scrapping in the back was so funny. But I mean, sis was proving herself backstage. She was freaking up Charlotte, like she sneak attacked her and she came at her, and I was seeing her rumble and I was just like, oh, I haven't seen Sonya like this, turn up like this. She looked real tough. This is a really good segment, and Sonya Deville was getting some really good hits in, but the queen ain't no punk, and she ain't gonna sit down and just allow you to freak her out backstage and embarrass her. She the SmackDown Women's Champion. Like, she not gonna do that. Hands down, best match of the night. The back and forth between these two was absolutely amazing. The chemistry, I don't even need to talk about the chemistry. Like, they've been wrestling with each other even before them being in WWE in the Indies. Like, back when he was Kevin Steen. Back when, you know, Sami Zayn wasn't Sami Zayn. He was with El Generico. You get what I'm saying. With this whole bloodline situation, the KO situation, like, this has been so dope, and this match was so good. Sami, he really was gung-ho about trying to win. These two always make such great moments in the ring. And like I said, I really thought Sami Zayn was going to win. Like, it was looking like it, and I was so looking forward to it. So when the bloodline came in and interfered and started freaking up Kevin Owens, the look on Sami's face, he looked confused, he looked disappointed, he looked upset. He's bewildered, baffled. And you see the Usos on the side trying to cheer up Sami because he's just like, yo, I had this. I got this. The tribal chief wanted me to do this on my own. The bloodline coming in, trying to make Sami feel better. And I remember hearing Jey Uso be like, you did good, man. You did good. Like, they try to cheer him up. Sami don't want to hear that, but of course he loves the Usos. He loves the bloodline. And they by his side, and you know, Sami just want to be accepted and loved, and he's just like, yeah, all right, I did good, I did my job. Does this mean that Roman Reigns is going to bring Sami Zayn in finally as a Uso and no longer honorary because he was doing his job? And then Roman Reigns, I believe, tribal chief, sent out the goons, sent out the bloodline to interfere with the match to freak up Kevin. But why? If Sami would have won against Kevin Owens, just run with me with these scenarios, okay? So if Sami would have won, which I really do think he would have won this match, how would that affect Roman Reigns? Would that have showed Roman Reigns up, especially when he's having a match with Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble for the championship? Is Roman Reigns still peanut butter and jelly when it comes to Sami Zayn and his popularity? Would his popularity increased even more with him beating Kevin Owens? These are all questions, very valid questions that I started thinking about in my mind when the bloodline came out and did what they did to Kevin Owens. And then you expect Sami to put up his one like he happy, and y'all then took his shine away. Roman Reigns wanted to sabotage that man's match. So guys, let me know what you thought about SmackDown. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.